Namaste and welcome to this episode of the Thursday Thoughts. Day before yesterday, I had the opportunity of traveling in a train from Chennai to Hyderabad. Yes, I was just thinking what a huge network of railway tracks that is India has. And to tell you the figures, India is the fourth largest railway system in the world. Of course, you can guess the first three. Yeah, the highest, that longest train route is covered by that of the United States of America of almost 250,000 kilometers, followed by, of course, China at the second place, having almost 1 lakh kilometers of route, and the third being that of Russia, being around 85,000 kilometers, and India stands at 67,259 kilometers of route, and India runs almost, I'll just tell you the figures, almost 83% of it, that is 52,247 kilometers on the broad gauge, are electrified, that with the 25 kilovolts and 50 hertz AC electric traction, and it runs around 13,169 passenger trains covering around 7,325 stations daily, that is. And as regards to the freight is concerned, it runs 8,479 trains daily. And as of March 2020, Indian Railways rolling stock consisted of 293,077 freight wagons, 76,608 passenger coaches, and 12,729 locomotives. It's staggering figures all. And as of March 2020, it had 1.254 millions of employees, making it world's eighth largest employer. And government of India has committed to electrifying India's entire rail network by say 2023 2024, and become a net zero carbon emission railway by 2030. That is the aim for the Indian Railway. It's a huge organization, and how it is organized, and the trains that run around, and it has become like the lifeline of the whole country. You can well imagine that. And of course, as you see, the railways today, when it had started, yeah, looking at the history, a bit of history, the first railway proposal for India was made in Madras in 1832, almost 200 years ago. And the country's first cargo train, that was Red Hills Railway, built by Arthur Cotton to transport granite for road building, ran from Red Hills to the Chintadripet Bridge in Madras in 1836-37. And India's first passenger train, of course, it's a well-known history, a bit of history, well-known by almost by all of us, operated by the Great Indian Peninsular Railway, and it was hauled by three steam locomotives. The names are very interesting. Sahib and Sindh and Sultan. The three engines were there that ran for 34 kilometers, as we all know, with 400 passengers in 14 carriages on that 1676 mm or 5 feet 6 inches broad gauge. The track between, of course, the Boribandar in Mumbai station to Thane station on the 16th of April 1853. That is when the passenger train was introduced in India, and it has gone from strength to strength, and the length and breadth of the country is covered by this huge network of trains, and we are proud of it, definitely. And the computerized rail reservation were introduced in Delhi in the year 1986, and in the February of 2000, the turn of the millennium, Indian Railways website went online. The railway budget was presented, as we all know, separately by the finance minister 2 days prior to that of the general budget. It was generally held during February of every calendar year, and that happened till 2016 and 2017 for the first time. The budget, both the budgets, that is the general budget and the railway budgets, were merged, ending a 92-year old tradition. So, on the COVID front, you all know very well that on March 22nd, 2020, Indian Railways announced nationwide shutdown of passenger rails to combat the COVID-19 pandemic. And of course, in 2022, it has come back to its normal functional levels. And I remember for the reservation, because we went to Chennai the other day, and I remember in 1970s I was going with my father for the railway reservation, and we used to travel from Mylapore or Adyar to the Chennai Central Station. It was a whole day program to book the reservations for our return journey to Odisha from Chennai or Madras. Those days it was Madras Central, and it used to be a whole day program. And nowadays we can book it online. And I was really amazed to see the TTE, that the train ticket examiner, holding a tab and checking our reservations, or confirming that the right persons are there in the right berths or right seats. Quite a distance it has traveled. And as the famous poet Anand Bakshi writes, गाड़ी बुला रही है, सीटी बजा रही है, चलना ही जिंदगी है, चलती ही जा रही है. Yes, zindagi is to go forward, and many more laurels to come. Lot of plans are there for the government of India, Indian Railways. We should have a lot of amenities. A lot of improvement has taken place. A lot of railway stations. The Swachh Bharat has given us very clean railway stations, and even the coaches, the washrooms have become the bio washrooms that are introduced. And the latest, as you know, the average speed of all this mail or express trains is around 50 kilometers. We are now trying to get somewhere around 180 kilometers per hour with the Shatabdi or Vande Bharat or Vande the Bharat Express. So, and of course, the bullet train still is there on the cards. Let's hope good days to come for Indian Railways. With these thoughts on tracks, on railways, may God bless each one of us. Take care. Bye bye. Goodbye. Till we meet next time.